Another day dawning. Another fire. Another fucking dark soul. Oh, you're back. Hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry, they're just getting worse. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Kavalech, and let's grab ourselves a deadly chat. Yes, indeed. Welcome back once again to Dark Souls 1. And today we have some people on our kill list and something on our agenda to get up to. Our futures are murky. So, actually, never mind. Fuck, I was going to say let's go this way because I was going to bring us down into the garden and go up backwards, but we actually can't do that because we don't have the master key. The perks of going with the fucking thing. Fuck's sake, Cal. You're a silly bagger. But we are, however, going to go down and deal with good old Havel, and then we're finally going to kill the gargoyles. Yes, I know. 5,025 million years later, we are going to finally kill our first kind of major boss. Why is it taking this long? Well, because there was lots to do and lots to see and lots to look at. Technically, there's still lots more we could do and lots more. And this is the thing, like so many people think, oh, you have to go and immediately kill the gargoyles and you have to go and immediately do this and you got to go do that and whatever. And no, I mean, we can technically right now go and get a maxed out weapon. You can go and before you do anything, go and max out a weapon pretty handily. It'll take a bit of farming, but pretty handily. Go and max out a weapon and then, yeah, then you're good to go. But we don't want to do that though, because we're doing things in an interesting way, you know, and we're trying to get lore and we're trying to get dialogue and we're trying to see all the kind of weird things and do things in orders that people kind of usually won't, you know. So plus doing things this way now, we can also prove some stuff about some characters. Also, we can probably kill this guy. How much damage am I doing to you? 130. Fuck it, yeah. Oh, maybe not. I mean, I could. Just about to say I could. I was like, I could kill him. We could, and actually, we still can. In fact, and because he's hit me now, I feel like I must now. I feel like I must. We can buy charcoal pine resin now, so I think it is behooving of us. Behooving of us? Yeah, sure, that'll do. It would behoove us in order to use it, and to get a bit of extra damage here. What am I doing today? Heal. Nice. You can see the extra damage there. Not a huge amount because I actually think fire is probably not the best thing to use against this guy, but nevertheless, nice to do. Heal, heal. Okay, that's a grab move. Don't get grabbed by that. It's not a good idea. Ow. It's also not a good idea to get hit by him either, but here we are. He's dropping my fucking phone, apparently. He's an interesting character. Putting him here, actually, is also an interesting place to put him. Especially when we learn kind of some of the lore about him and stuff like that. He's an interesting sort. You'll notice as well, when he did that jump earlier, we got one of those attack of opportunities because there was a flash. But yes, we got ourselves a demon titanite, which is very nice. I love it. That wasn't even what we were going to do, but here we are. When the nameless blacksmith deity passed from several slabs, great beasts arose. The power of the titanite remains within them, and they still roam Lordran today. Oh, sorry, I also got to read that. It's a faceless beast known as the titanite demon. So, huge kind of lore dump there. I know it doesn't seem like it, but it is a huge lore dump because now we are learning that there is multiple gods and we have deities of things like blacksmithing. So it's kind of, I suppose, almost like maybe Greek pantheon-y or, you know, one of those kind of pantheon ones where there is multiple gods who reside over so many different things. From here you can really see a lot of these areas. You can see so many different things that you might not think of, you know, if you have a look. So yeah, and to me, again, so much of this game and so much of the stuff that I love about this game is stuff that they don't specifically tell you, but that they kind of hint at, and they kind of go, oh, bet you didn't know that there was a blacksmith deity, and you go, oh, no, I didn't. Wait, what? There's a blacksmith deity. Ooh, a chunk, very nice. And, you know, the Venheim school of witches and stuff, and witches, wizards, and sorceries, and all this type of thing, and you're like, oh, and there's so much world building that all makes sense and all works out really well. I told you we were going to get a free bow, by the way, so there was no point in buying a bow. We were going to get a free one. Down that way we could go and fight a Black Knight, but we're not going to do that right now. We're literally just going to do this one thing here and then go back up and go and fight the gargoyles, because we can. Because we can. I'm not even going to pick up that item because the golems are going to start coming up and trying to get me, and I really don't have to deal with them. We will deal with that whole area a little bit later on. There is lots of fun to be had with the nice little person you can pretty much see down there. Anyway, hello. Are you Gwyn's old friend? You don't look very friendly. You can get parried though. Now, there has been speculation, I know, there has been indeed speculation that this is not Havel, but somebody wearing Havel's armor. But I mean, to me, I'm not going to lie, you know, the dialogue specifically states, not the dialogue, the key specifically states, oh, a friend of Gwyn's was locked away in the tower, and, whatchamacallit, nice, locked away, ooh, fuck, locked away in the tower for his own good. So if you're going to tell me, if you're going to tell me that this isn't him, well, I'm sorry, I'm going to call bullshit, because why would you say that then? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? The reason I want to do this is because this is Havel's ring. Now, it's a crutch, and I don't really want to use a crutch, but we'll still use it. So Havel's ring will allow us to wear heavier armor and still roll. Do I want it to be that? Do you know what? I was gonna say maybe we'll use something else, but they are pretty good. Can't use them. Maybe the boots though? No. Okay, so we gotta stick with the black leather boots for now, but that's fine. But that's not bad looking. We're looking a bit more warrior-like, which is cool. We'll be switching around fashion a couple of times and doing different things, but this is nice for the moment, as they say. You know, I'm actually just coming up here literally just to show you where it is, and then we're going to teleport out of here. But in case you didn't remember, this is the door, and you can use the key on this side of the door as well. This is where, if you go up that way, you would fight the Taurus demon, and where the Black Knight and stuff is down there and everything. So yeah, it's a nice little spot if I do say so myself. So now we can reverse our hollowing and we can go and fight the gargoyles. The reason I'm reversing our hollowing is because I wanted to make a point. So something I didn't read actually, which I should have, and bold me for not reading it, but here we are. I'm gonna get 30 endurance first, just so we can have lots of different things on and everything. What can we put the Elite Knight gauntlets on? Almost. What about the hard leather gauntlets? No. Damn, Daniel. Back at it again with the white Vans. Yeah, so something we didn't read and we should have was the sunlight medal that Lordran gave us. We also didn't read the egg vermifuge, actually. We should ring that too. Bitter sour chestnut removes parasitic egg from body. What? The egg bearers have chosen to serve the flame of chaos, and the egg symbolizes the selfless choice. Naturally, these chestnuts are forbidden, but allowed under special circumstances. We will learn about that as we go. Interesting. Anyway, sunlight medal. This faintly warm medal engraved with the symbol of the sun is the ultimate honor awarded to those who summon the warrior of sunlight and complete a goal. The symbol represents Lord Gwyn's firstborn, who lost his deity status and was expunged from the annals, but the old god of war still watches closely over his warriors. So a lot of controversy around this. Who is the firstborn? Who's the god of war? Who's, you know, there's a whole fucking thing about it. I still think it's Solaire. I know a lot of people think the name is King from 3, but if we're talking about just this game, so many things point to Solaire. You know, and I think it would be wonderful if it was, because he's a wonderful character. But why are we talking about this, and why am I bringing up the Sunlight Medal now? Well, it's for Jolly Cooperation. So basically, whenever you summon either Solaire or somebody else who's a Sunbro, anybody like that, you will gain a Sunlight Medal. Who gave us one? Lordran. Oh, that must mean Lordran is a Sunlight Bro. No. He is not a Sunlight Bro. He is, after taking it either off somebody by stealing it, or robbing it, or killing them and looting it off their corpse, or something like that. We don't know, but 100% that's what's happened, because there's no way El Lordran is a Sunbro, and I can prove it from multiple ways. So one, because, well, one, he's just fucking not, let's be honest. He's just not, okay? But two, you can summon both him and Solaire for this fight. His one being over here. I think this is his one, isn't it? Yeah. Now, this version of the game does change this slightly. But if you think of the original version of the game, this would have been a slightly different color, right? So, slightly different color. And just look at how he comes out, right? So, he's going to be summoned, and he's going to come out of the summoning station now. Summoning station. The summoning station. A bit like this, and he's going to pop up, and now he's ready to go. And he is going to help us, and he's a friendly, you know, he's like that, he's good like that. But then we come up here, and we're going to see this, which is definitely a different color. Definitely a different color. Now, there is a difference in colors. There was more of a difference, but there is a difference in color. So keep an eye on the color, and then also, when he comes out, he's got to do a gesture, which Lordran didn't do. If you become a Sunbro, your summoning sign will be that color, and I'm 99.9% sure you will also do this. Praise the fucking sun. And also, he is clearly glowing golden, and he is not. If you summon Lordran on his own, you will get nothing when you finish. That's fine, he'll just help you. If you summon Solaire on his own, you'll get a Sunlight Medal. If you summon both of them, you'll get one Sunlight Medal, but only if you summon Solaire. If you don't summon Solaire, you will not get a Sunlight Medal, and you only get Sunlight Medals from summoning somebody who is in the Warrior of Sunlight. So he is not a Warrior of Sunlight, and we will learn more about why and what the fuck is going on with that later on. But it's just a nice little detail, because it really adds to that whole sliminess of him, and the fact that he tries to trick you and everything is devious bastard in New York City. I love this cutscene. It's so simple, but effective. The first time all of us... Now, the bosses in this game are quite small potatoes compared to some of the bosses you fight later on in the series, but the first time any of us did this, there was no crazy shit that's in the new games, so this was crazy, and this was like, what the fuck am I witnessing, and oh shit, I'm gonna have to fight that now. And usually we were alone, you know? Now we're already doing crazy fucking damage, can I just say. So this guy isn't gonna last long. Please let me get the tail. Let me get the tail. Yeah, thanks, buddies. I didn't think they were gonna let me get the fucking tail, but we did. We got it. We got it. We got it. This was actually just bullying. Even with just a +6, we fucking bullied them. Holy shit. I didn't even use anything, and these guys didn't even take any fucking damage. Holy shit. Oh, I lie. You do get twin humanities, which again, is he going around killing people? Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Gargoyle tail axe. Sliced tail of the gargoyle, guarding the bell of awakening in the undead church or patrolling in Anor Londo. So nice, they actually specifically say they're in both places. Can be used as a bronze battle axe. Bends dramatically during large attacks, owing to its nature as a tail. I don't think I can use it properly, but I might be able to show. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. It's weird, it's a bit cartoony, but I kind of like it. It's interesting. Whop! It's such a weird weapon. But yeah. So that's what happens when you summon Lautrec and thingy. So again, you know, and I know there's a stigma around, oh, summoning is bad in this game. You saw how much damage I was doing anyway. Keeping in mind that the boss had more health because we summoned 2 people, so it had triple health, pretty much. That's not quite how it works, but I had a lot more health anyway. So going in there, two-handing my +6, we could have even had a plus fucking 10. We could have had even more, but you know, we could have had a +10. And it didn't take us much long to get that way. All we had to do was go down and kill the Kappa Demon first, which you might go, oh, the Kappa Demon's harder. Some people think the Gargoyles are harder. Some people get stuck on the Gargoyles fucking forever. But what I'm saying is that there are multiple ways to make this easier. But even without a +6, we could have stuck on some charcoal pine resin. We could have stuck on some of our gold pine resin. We could have, like that, we can summon both Solaire and Lautrec. There are so many ways to make this game so much easier. And again, I don't want to sound like that guy that's like, oh, it's easy, you just got to get good, because that's not true. You know, it is hard for some people, and some people can't play these games. What I aim to do is show the wealth of different ways to do things and just really open people's eyes to just how incredible these games are if you give them a chance. The lore in these games, the combat ideas, the everything in these games. People write them off as hard game is hard. But honestly, the Souls games are so much more than hard game is hard. And I hate that that's become what they are, because there is so much more. There's so much more. Like this. From here, we can see this building here. And we're like, what the fuck is that? But if you remember, we were on the bridge there earlier. Over there is where Andre is. So this is the bridge with Onion Knight in front of it. Still closed, still closed. We don't know this yet, but this is the eponymous Sen's Fortress that Big Hat Logan is in, leading up to this area, which we don't fully know yet, but is Anor Londo, up there being the Duke's archives. But I love that you can see this from here. You can even see the boss fight area that's above my head right now is where we will fight the Iron Giant. You can see the whole area way before you get to it. From certain angles, I don't think you can see it from here, but from certain angles you can see right down into the forest and stuff. Oh, that's not good textures. Again though, this is on this version of the game, which is such a fucking annoyance, because I've looked back on this. I'll see a lot of these texture things and stuff like that in the remake, not in the original. Fuck, like, how the fuck do you fuck that up so much? Anyway, let's go ring the fucking bell. Ugh. You don't even have to fight the Gargoyles first. You can power yourself up, go and fight Kellogg's first, and then come back and fight them. And fuck, the choice they give you. I know this game falls off a cliff in terms of choice at the very end of the game, but at that stage you've done everything. So, you know, it's okay to have that, I think, anyway. You know, because you've had your exploration. You're ready to finish up now. You're ready to just do the last couple of things. Kill the Lord, done. You know, you can still choose what order you do them in, to be honest. You know, they're just not quite as interconnected as here, but there's still choices and still things to do. This is a fun cutscene. Whoa. I like it. I like all the cutscenes to do with the bells. They really kind of give that weird feeling of like, what the fuck is happening and what's going to happen when I ring these bells, you know? And that I think is such a fucking cool, way of doing things, you know? It really adds to the atmosphere. My second favorite character of this game. I mean, I say that about every character. Every character we come across, I'm like, my favorite character, my second favorite character. They're all my favorites. I don't think there's really any character in this game I don't like.
Greetings. I am Oswald of Careem, the pardon. Thou art a friend. For thee, a warm welcome. Cometh thou to confess, or to accuse?
Best laugh.
For indeed, all sin is my domain.
He didn't do it yet. He will do it. Well, what is it is also the best gesture you can get in this game. So, Oswald of Kareem is, I mean, an interesting sort anyway. He has the Book of the Guilty, which the goddess of sin, Velka, oversees this list of the guilty who have disrespected the gods or their covenants and shall one day face the wrath of the blades of the dark moon. Indictment: slip sold by the Bishop of Velka, goddess of sin. If you're killed by an invader, use this to report the crime of that trespasser. The indicted player will be added to a list of unfortunate souls who will one day face the wrath of the blades of the dark moon. All very, you know, crazy stuff. Now, obviously, we're not going to be using any of these because we are not online, but good lore anyway. Miracle of the Black-Haired Witch Velka, temporary auto-counter versus heavy damage. For each sin there is a punishment, and that is the task of Goddess Velka to define the sin and mete out the punishment. So a lot of interesting stuff about what she kind of does. Medium for casting the miracles of the gods. The black tuft of hair that serves as a talisman belonged to Velka, goddess of sin. It casts miracles not by drawing by faith, but intelligence. So showing a little bit about Velka, she's not all about faith, she was a very intelligent type of person as well. And yeah, interesting. One of the infamous bite rings commissioned by Sir Astor of Kareem. Again, we are learning more about this Astor. I told you to find out more about him. Despite the dreadful rumours surrounding its creation, the ring is an unmistakable asset in its ability to help prevent bleeding. And that one's for poison. So, from what we can gather, if we look at the Purging Stone here, Secret Treasure of Astor, and we look at these as well. So clearly, he was in the habit of trying to get these artifacts or these items that would prevent things like curses and poison and blood, and he was obviously quite worried about things like that, and it didn't work out fully, but he ended up finding out other things like the ability to remove a normal curse. He was probably and most likely trying to get rid of the undead curse, the hollowing, probably, you know, like a lot of people. So he was most likely experimenting, trying to get rid of the curse of hollowing and the undead curse, but in doing so found other things that he could prevent, which I think is, as I say, fascinating.
Hast thou acquaintance with Petrus of Thurn? I wager you too has likely found much in common. For is he not too drenched in sin?
I love that. So obviously, because we know about Petrus. So what makes it interesting is it brings up a question about this guy. Is he magic? Because is he just a priest who Petrus came to request absolution here, like we can, if you have sinned? So he felt he had sinned by abandoning the maiden down there, or the other things. He has clearly done other things in his life as well. It's a streak he clearly has. So did he come here to request absolution and was either granted or not granted it? And then was, you know, this guy then fucking, you know, the next guy that came along was like, oh, you know Petrus, do you? I mean, fucking tell you what this guy was up to. Fucking creep. He's a lunatic. Stay away from him, which is quite funny to think of. Or, as he says, all sin is his domain. Is that true?
Thou art welcome any time. It is only human to commit a sin.
Best fucking laugh in the game. I love that. So is he actually magic? I don't know. And again, it's something they leave ambiguous, but it's fucking awesome. You know, and also he gives us the best gesture in the game. Well, what is it then? Bring it on. Are you not entertained, you son of a bitch? Yeah. Yeah. Pretty goddamn good. Pretty goddamn good. From here, you can't get around there, but you can see, obviously, this is the whole area we were earlier on with all of the hellos. Hello. Right, so we want to head back down now, because we're going to head down into the depths once again. Except this time, we're going down, down. We're going down, down. You sugar, we're going and swinging. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything else I would like to do before we go down there. I mean, we can't always come back up, obviously, but, you know, we'll try and get everything done that we can. Yeah, we've done the garden, we've done the thingy. I mean, we'll do stuff like this and everything when we come back and before we go up above. Although it will be more difficult when we come back up. Actually, I said that we can just do this later. We can do that, the whole back to the asylum thing, way later on. Like, you can do it super early. I usually do it. To be honest, I usually have already gone back to the asylum and used bleed to kill the asylum demon, the second asylum demon, and all that type of thing. But I think we'll do it later on. I'll do it the way maybe you're intended to do it. He doesn't say anything else, which is so funny to me as well. Not funny, but so interesting to me. He's literally like, well, I've told you all my secrets now. We better not say anything else, just in case. He was cheeky. And a little, we've rang a thing now, so... I wonder what that's all about. Oh my. Now, I wanted also to talk about, because we never spoke about this in the other episode, so this chest, a lot of people are curious about. If you somehow, now, it's very rare that it can happen, but if you somehow manage to glitch the game and lose like an important key or something like that, or let's say you die just before you pick it up or something happens, it will appear in this chest. It's a failed-safe chest, so the chest will be closed, you can open it and pick out the item that you're supposed to have gotten. It's just to make sure you don't get soft-locked. How it works, I don't actually fucking know, but it's pretty clever. But more importantly, this statue here is the statue that originally Andre of Astora was going to, so the blacksmith, was going to move out of the way and allow us to go down to fight Gwyn at the end of the game. Obviously, is no longer in the game, but I believe the animation's still in the game. So again, if you go and look on Illusory Walls page and look way back, I mean, this was a long time ago. This game is fucking bastard old at this stage, but if you go back and look, you can see the animation for that. It's pretty cool. A lot of people speculate who this is. Some people say, oh, it's Gwyn's mother. Some people say, well, Gwyn didn't have a mother. He was one of the first humans. It never says that he was one of the first humans. And later on, we will discover that he did indeed have an uncle. So he has family. So baby Gwyn and his mother. Makes sense to me. Obviously, a lot of this was kind of retconned anyway when they took out his storyline with Andre, but I don't think that is, because at the end of the day they do say that people travel here because it's the birthplace of Gwyn, and so it would make sense if the birthplace of Gwyn was this, you know. God, the atmosphere here. Yeah, so I think we're good to head down then to the depths and get ourselves acquainted with everything down there. Shouldn't take us too long, I wouldn't say, and we can also run by a lot of things now. I mean, obviously, if you're playing yourself, you might not want to run by everything. You might want to actually fight things, but sometimes it's good to give them all a fight. I like to kill that guy all the time, just in case he ever drops me a humanity. He never fucking does, but sometimes he likes to drop a humanity for me, which is nice. So yeah, so there's a lot of back and forth and everything, but you can skip all of this and just go straight through the levels, you know, which is fun too.
Oh, there you are, dearie. I have moss.
I have moss. Now divvy up some souls.
I'm gonna get some poison arrows just because I think it's a good idea. Do I need 110 poison arrows? Probably not. But fuck it, we have it. We're gonna make more money anyway. I'm making more money than I normally would because I'm killing all the enemies. To be honest, most of the time in this game I end up not killing most enemies because I'm rushing, or you know, I'm not kind of doing all that. So realistically, I'm gonna be way stronger and way more well off than I normally am. Already I'm pretty fucking, like, I feel pretty strong already. Like, all I realistically need is a couple of large Titanite shards and then the fucking thing, and I'm in a position where I'm like, fuck, I'm doing crazy damage. That's crazy damage! And we have good defense and everything now at the moment as well. Like, oh, fucking, why am I never able to do this fucking jump? Like, it's really not a hard jump. There it is. The whole point is that it makes it easier to get down here, and yet I always somehow manage to fuck it up. Here we are. Did I forget to pick up that item? I did. Let's pick it up now. I hear you, little rat bastards. let us go down. Will we do the area somewhat properly? I guess so. I mean, there's not really much point, but do you know what? While we're here, I mean, we're not gonna skip anything anyway. So let me just make sure I don't accidentally fall down a hole, because that is possible here. Oh, baby, the double. Now, I will say, actually, it's been a while since I've done this, so, yes, this is good, though. This is very good. I know he's going to make them more powerful, but that's fine. This is very good, because this is actually where we want to be, because we want to kill this guy. So, what the fuck happened with the body there? So, you see how easy it is to get down here. Oh, God. What the fuck? What the fuck, Richard? I got fucking staggered to death. Can I just say, I have the fucking... I have a thing on and the fucking... Wow, how the fuck did I die? Oh my god, I'm back here, fuck. I have both the wolf ring and the fucking chest piece of the elite light armor. I should not have been being staggered at all. Fuck's sake, man. I should have rested a fire link. That was my own stupidity. But, you know, just goes to show these things happen. But that room, basically, a lot of people, when they play the game first, might miss it. It's easily missed, especially if you decide to skip through the area or whatever. And the problem with that is that he will be there then when the boss happens. Which is not good, because obviously, if he's there when the boss happens, well... I think you know what's going to happen. You know, sorry, I had to sneeze there. Apologies. I think you know what's going to happen. He's going to be fucking shooting shit down at you, and then he's also going to fucking buff the boss. So you realistically do not want that. So you want to kill him. Simply put. Quite simply put.
Oh, hello. Well,
I'm always making sure. What's that? I'm always just making sure that I don't miss any little dialogues. I feel I have missed a good amount of little dialogues and stuff. But again, it kind of, in a way, I think it's charming. It's charming. That's not the word I'm looking for. But it's showing more that I'm like, hey, you know, go and do a playthrough of this as well. I didn't rest again. I should be all right. That surely I won't die twice. Don't call me Shirley. But yeah, I fucking threw myself off there. What was I saying? Bollocks. Because I forgot to rest again, so I threw myself off. Yeah, I'm saying it gives you an excuse if you want to find out more about this lore. One, either just look it up. There are videos. There's 1,012 videos on Dark Souls and on all the lore and all the different things. As I said, I recommend Illusory Wall. I recommend, even though it's a very old series and he doesn't actually post series like this anymore or anything, but Epic Name Bros from the Dark series is fantastic as well. Like, there's a wealth of information about this game. But I'm hoping to bring it to a new kind of audience, because it's been so long since anybody's kind of spoken about this game with such reverence. Most people, I think, nowadays kind of see it as, oh yeah, Dark Souls 1, it's, you know, it's the first one, and it's probably some people think it's the worst one, and I'm like, I know, fuck you could think that in a million years. Don't get me wrong, I love the whole series, I love them all, but nothing will ever top this game to me. Unless they do something similar to this again. And I don't mean that as in, oh, it's only good because it's what I want, you know. I'm happy to be proven wrong. I'm happy for them to make a game that I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. You know. I want good games. I don't want bad games. Whoa, no, that's not the correct sentence at all, because there has not been a bad game. But you know what I mean. I don't want to... I just did the exact same fucking thing I did last time, can I just say? The exact same fucking thing. In the darkness you will never leave. Kill this guy. At least he's dead. Right, once he's dead, we're fine. Oh, thank fuck for that. Thank you. Yeah, and you might be looking down here, by the way, and thinking, there's no boss. You'll see. But yeah, so I don't think any of the Souls games are bad, to be honest. Like, that was me getting fucking attacked by about 12 different things there and saying the wrong stuff. No, that's not the case. I just think this is, in ways, one of the more experimental ones. It was the same with Demon Souls. It's very experimental in a lot of ways. But to me, this is one of their strongest games they ever made. You know? In terms of having a wealth of ideas. Dark Souls 3 is an amazing game, but it's Dark Souls 1 again, but faster and with Bloodborne. You know? And there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I can see where they're going. They're going further away from this style and more into, we need to make everything really hard and we need to make everything really fast and we need to up ourselves from the last time. Whereas I wish they'd take it back to, we need to, you know, make more interesting level design and more interesting kind of things like that. Not saying that the level design is bad in Dark Souls 3. Well, Dark Souls 3 is, to me, one of the weaker ones because it's extraordinarily linear. But I will be hung from the rafters for saying that. It's not the worst, it just means for me it's slightly less replayable. Again, my first time through Dark Souls 3, I was praising it from the rafters, being like, this is the second coming of Jesus, you know? And it's not now that I hate the game. I just personally feel it hasn't got a patch on this game. You know, and the more time goes on and the more I look at both games, it's no real good lore in that. The more I look at both games, the more I solidify that in my own head and go, yeah. Like I can't say otherwise because it's so fucking true. You know. Perfect. That'll give us a little bonfire to rest at. And you know where this is, and you know this bonfire. Ta-da! Da-da-da-da-da-da. And actually, I think we can probably reinforce our weapon again. Because we picked up a load of... We picked up a load of shards. Perfect. We can actually get a +8. Oh, look at us go. Bellissimo. Oh, we also want to become human. We want to be human in this area because there is some dialogue, well, not dialogue, but some character interaction we want to get. So we want to become human and explore this area. Another thing that I never end up doing on playthroughs, you know. And don't get me wrong, like Dark Souls 2 and 3 and Bloodborne and everything, they all have stuff in them that I think deserve so much praise and reward and that I love fucking dearly, you know. But even Demon Souls doesn't have some of the stuff that I love in this game. Like, and I love Demon Souls as well. I think Demon Souls is very underrated. Very underrated. If they made more in that world, I think it would be amazing. You know. But no, this game though, just pure, unadulterated, fun fantasy video game that I love dearly. Oh baby, the triple and a humanity drop just because they love me. Yes. Get the fuck out of here. Now, the reason we wanted to become human and explore this area, the boss is actually that way, but we're going to come down here and explore this way because, one, there's good items and lore, but two, there's also... Is it a little bit further in? Might be a little bit further in. There it is. I mean, I see that flame up at the top right corner. That flame at the top right corner means we are being invaded by Dark Spirit Knight Kirk. Per Kirk. He just got absolutely fucked. Holy shit. Woo! I'm not even sorry. Fuck him. Holy fuck. Anyway, and we can also get some humanity from that as well. Very nice. He got fucking butchered. Holy shit. That's how that fucking goes. Right, this area is very dangerous. And it's a trap. Well, not a trap, but it's a somewhat trap for new players. Because of these guys. because they can petrify us, which is not good at all, and that will curse us, and then, yeah, that's not really good, because then we will be dead, dead, dead. Now, the giant eyeballs, a well-known fact, but I'm going to say it anyway, not their eyeballs. You can't really see on this guy because I dropped him in the water. Let's see if I can get him up a little bit. Hold on. Get him up on the ledge a little bit here. Might be able to prop him up a little bit. Just need you propped up a little bit, buddy. Just a little bit. Or even upside down, that'll do. Isn't the view spectacular? That'll probably do. Because the eyeballs are there purely for intimidation. They are not their eyeballs. Their eyeballs are, you can see there underneath. Yep, you can see the little yellow thing, that's his eyeball. And if you move him a little bit, maybe you might be able to see his mouth. No, potentially not. No, but he does. They have like little beaky mouths that are horrendous looking as well. But I love that because they look so goofy and you're like, what the fuck? But it's something that, I mean, they wouldn't look like that, but there are strange things like that in the animal kingdom, where you have these creatures with mad looking appendages, but they're not real. They're just there to intimidate. And I love that. Actually, might be able to see it a little bit here on this guy. Yeah, see his little mouth? See, I'm this little guy. Hey, buddy. I'm this little guy. Hey there, buddy. Zoom in a bit on him, you could see him. Yep, and there's his mouth and everything. And the eyes are just there to fucking intimidate. They're called basilisk. And I think they're wonderful. And I just think they're neat. Huh. Get rid of him just to make sure he doesn't fucking jump us. But yeah, so their breath will petrify, and that's really, really bad. Really, really bad. We can kill them in one hit though, so we are doing pretty well. They will drop nice things. If hopefully one of them will drop what I want. Chances are they probably fucking won't, but don't drop down there. It is a trap because there's fucking loads of them. Here though is good. And then kill them. And then don't get fucking petrified. Oh god. See the curse build up? See that fucking curse build up? Did they drop one? They dropped one. Nice. So this is a covenant item, which you can get it obviously through here, which is pretty cool. And it's a cool item. So it is an Eye of Death. Oh, the noises are awful though. Online play item. Lure phantoms from the other worlds. The dreadful eyes of death spread disaster across neighboring worlds. Phantom lured to the host world may end up as victims, allowing the eyes of death to multiply and leading to further proliferation. Fuck's sake. Proliferation of bane. I can't fucking talk today, apparently. Proliferation. It's not even a hard word to say. Oh, that's a cheeky fucking trap, by the way. Proliferation of death. So basically, spread the plague of fucking curses and eyes of death and the whole fucking kit and caboodle. It's awful, and they want you dead, and it's fucking, yeah, it's pretty bad. But cool item nonetheless. Cool item nonetheless. Cool story. Yeah. Ring of the Evil Eye. I knew there was another one. I knew there was one more. He was going to come in and fucking petrify me. And that would have been horrendous. Anyway, Ring of the Evil Eye. According to legend, this ring contains the spirit of an evil eye, a dark beast which assaulted Astora. The strength of the evil eye does not waver, and HP is absorbed from fallen enemies. You're alive. What the fuck? You were just chilling. It's an interesting item, and it means that you can heal by killing enemies. Not a lot, but enough to be like, nah, that's pretty decent. I mean, it's alright. You know. Right. We got enough time to kill the boss and everything. We are doing fucking golden today. Loving this. Absolutely loving this. Isn't the view spectacular? Yeah, so the depths, I mean, look, as I said, a lot of people don't like the depths, but you've seen. I told you we were getting all the death out of the way, by the way, in the first episode. Where we're pretty much laughing from here on out. I don't really think there's much that's gonna stop us. Ooh, I say that and then nearly get fucking killed. But this is what I mean. I mean, I've played every single Souls game, right? I've played them all. I've platinumed all of them. All of them, including the non-fucking From Software ones. Like, I've done it all. And it's not about the difficulty for me. I like the difficulty, but it's about the world and the gameplay and the fun of it. And so Dark Souls 1 to me is not hard. And it can be, obviously, if you don't know what you're doing. But it's not that hard. And I think it's just fucking wonderful. And it's nothing to do with difficulty. I think it's just an amazing game. You know? And here's the thing. I glaze this game a lot. I do have problems with this game. It's not perfect. And the end of the game is a bit fucking borked. And there's a lot of shit going on with it and everything. But we'll get to that when we get to it. But overall, fucking phenomenal. Anyway, here's another character that I love.
Aye, Shemai, and good day to you. I'm Donald of Xena.
Oh, really?
A peddler of sorts. I adore trinkets and oddities, so I trade for them.
Oh, really? Well, thank you very much. Now, he sells 1 gold pine resin for some reason. Oh, no, he sells more than one. Okay, never mind. He sells gold pine resin. So now we have access to gold pine resin. Which is nice. He also sells crystal weapons, which is unusual. A fully crystallized straight sword. How such a weapon was created is entirely unknown. The crystallization boosts its attack, but makes the blade brittle. The sword cannot be used for long and cannot be repaired. So these are for if you need a boost, because you're struggling, but it's only a temporary boost because it will break. And I like that. It's kind of interesting. A strange helm from the ancient land of Xena, birthplace of the curious dealer Donal. The 2 horns are believed to symbolize wisdom. The many medals are believed to symbolize glory. The gold bracelets symbolize a vanquisher, and the inlaid silver rings symbolize an explorer. I love that. It's such a nice little outfit. It's pretty cool. We'll buy 3 of these. Why not? Oh, we only had 3 of them. Fuck. Well, there you go. Well, we have 3 more fucking things there. Nice.
Well, I'm certain we will make a good trade eventually, so I am willing to share some tips. If you see kindling in the catacombs, use divine weapons. That will repel the reassembling skeletons.
So straight up just telling you about that.
I'm afraid I don't see anything here.
So I think he will tell you more as you buy things, which is a bit like, really? But, you know, is what it is. So if we buy some arrows, let's say.
I'm afraid I don't...
Oh, maybe he will later on. That was a fine trade. There is more ways to get dialogue out of him. But he will move from here now, which is good.
Come back again.
And he will move up to Firelink, and he will then start selling boss equipment, which is pretty cool. You know, we'll get our gold pine resin ready for this, and a heal. And let's go fight a boss, which is pretty fucking nice. I told you we'd fight a boss in this episode and everything. And we're going to start our way into the dreaded Blighttown. I know, dreaded. Oh, I always feel like you can go down that way, but you can't. So if you remember, we were up there, and I was telling you that the boss would be buffed by the person up there. So you can see how he would have just continuously... Now, I think you can snipe him from here, but it's best to just go and fucking kill him and get it over and done with. We're going to call the boys again because we can, and also it gets us items and lore and all that good stuff. Oh, it's down below. There is a... Well, that's a bit of a glitch. We can see his fucking shadow from up above. Again, things that weren't in the original but are now. Yeah, nothing here. There is stuff down here. I think there's the... Yeah. So here is this. This is Solaire. But actually, if you go around further, we can also summon Lordran as well. And we may as well do that while we're here. Hold on. While he's being summoned, we'll grab this, which is a heavy crossbow. If you're looking for a free crossbow... I can't fucking talk. For a free crossbow, you can get a bit of that going. We'll wait for him to be summoned. And then we'll head down. We can still see that rat's fucking outline here, by the way. Fuck's sake, game. My god. Oh. Right, down we go. What boss could possibly be in here? Oh, it's just a little crocodile boss. Oh, that's easy enough. I don't mind crocodiles. Or maybe it's a snake. No, it's... Oh, oh, oh. Oh my. Yes, welcome to the Gaping Dragon. What a name for a boss, can I just say. But yeah, the design of this boss is fucking sick now. Look at that. Who the fuck? That's too many teeth. I need a boss with all the teeth. No, that's too many teeth. It's literally this boss in a nutshell. Now we want to get around here, and we want to attack this tail. How much damage are we doing? Not the best, not the worst. Hey, 2 fucking clean hits though, and we got the weapon, and now he can't hit us with his tail attacks. Again, something that they never did again after this, and I don't know why. Nice fucking dodge. I don't know why they never did this again. You know, you want to bait out a slam attack? Not a spit attack, don't spit. Oh, fuck. Well, I can show this. If you're looking for the starter set that we started with, because they're all in the world, you can come here and grab that heal. Let's see if we can get these guys through this fight, because sometimes they don't make it, which is not good. And by they, I mean usually Solaire, to be honest. So let's see if we can get Solaire through this fight. Come on, Solaire, I believe in you. You can make it. Oh shit, I got grabbed. Fuck, it's been a while since I got grabbed. Oh fuck, I hope that doesn't kill me. Oh, no. Okay, I spammed and I got out. We're all good. And he's dead. Fuck you. Oh my god. Yeah, if you spam the shoulder buttons, you can get out of that one. Great job, guys. Were they not entertained? Were you not entertained? Can I? I'm trying to open my... There it is. Were you not entertained? What a fucking boss fight. I mean, it's manic and it's fucking crazy, but it's what a boss fight. So clearly there was stuff being thrown down here and Lord knows what. Probably again all from up above where they were throwing bodies down and all that type of thing. I always wondered if there was like what was below here or what we could jump into further down, but you will die if you go down there, unfortunately. Cool area though. Fucking cool area. Again, the atmosphere in the original was a bit darker and a bit dingier, which was nice, but... right, so we picked up a key there, which was nice, the Blighttown key. Key to Blighttown from the depths of the undead berg, swallowed up by the gaping dragon. As its name suggests, Blighttown is a place of great pestilence. Even the polluted inhabitants of the depths are aware of its dangers, and built this mighty door in hopes that they could remain safely separated. And we also picked up the Dragon King Great Axe. This axe is one of the rare dragon weapons. It's formed from the tail of the Gaping Dragon, a distant, deformed descendant of the everlasting dragons. The axe is imbued with a mystical power to be released when held with both hands. Try holding with both hands. Oh. It's 50 strength, so I don't think we can even hold it with 2 hands. But, yeah. But that is the Gaping Dragon fight. What a fight it was. A fucking great fight. And, like I said, so... with that, you see something that they never really brought back, which I don't know why. I fucking loved it. And one of the big things that the community loved was trying to decipher, okay, this boss has a tail cut. What can we do to try and get this boss's attacks to get the tail cut and all this type of thing? And they just never did it again. Was it too awkward? Maybe, I don't know. But imagine if like we were fighting different bosses, and while we were fighting them, we could try and come up with ways to cut their tails off, or cut their limbs off, or cut whatever off, you know? That would be fucking incredible. Incredible. I'm afraid I don't see anything here. I tell you what, though.
Well, that is
yeah, that's a shame. Yeah. Let's start going down. I was gonna wait, but fuck it, we got what have we got? I mean, we only have 5 minutes, but we can start our descent anyway into Blighttown. The lighting change always gets me. It's that feeling of, oh shit, things are getting real now. And this is where things do start taking a bit of a turn for, I wouldn't say the worst, but definitely a turn for the more difficult, as they say. I personally like Blighttown, but maybe that's just me. Especially when I can do this. How are we doing damage-wise? Not the best, but not the worst. Down here, though, is lots of lovely and delicious, well, dung pies. Lovely and delicious, and then gets a dung pie. No, lovely and delicious large shards. Now, my little tip for here is actually come and run and jump down this way. Kill this guy. Because now we are in a unique position, and I think they do this on purpose, because it's perfect jumping distance and the item's there, but now you're actually slightly shielded from the blow dart guy. And you're also in a way here to be able to get up easier. I know he's shooting on us now, but we'll be able to get up the ladder now in a second and be a lot easier to get up there. So I personally think, please don't toxic me, I personally think this is a good way to go. So I always do, if I come this way, I never come this way anymore, by the way. This is the first time I have come into Blighttown normally, oh god, in a long, long time. Oh, fucking hell, alright. Keeping in mind as well that when you kill these blow dart guys, they don't come back. Do we drop down his head? Yeah, fuck it. That was a bad idea. That was a doubly bad idea because you're here now. Hello. And you're dead. Okay, two-handing is the way to go here, by the way. But yeah, I haven't come into Blighttown the normal way in possibly since I got the Platinum for the PS5, well, I said PS5 version, but this PS4 version, you know, which was a good amount of time ago, you know. Not that I don't like this way, but I just don't like this way. No, I'm just kidding. But oh, I hate that. I don't know why it does it, but I hate it. Oh my god, I hate it, but I love it. But I hate it, but I love it. Oh, how does a two-handed attack fare? Not bad, actually. Now, we could go that way, but we're going to go down this way for a second, because we can try and grab ourselves an item, which I'm never good at getting. Nailed it. The Iato. Yes, indeed. One of my other favorite weapons of this game, actually. To be honest, the Iato is very good. All the weapons in this game are great, but the katana's great. Katana forged in an eastern land. The katana is drawn from the scabbard at lightning speed using Iaijutsu technique. Iaijutsu allows the wielder to charge forward and swiftly cut out, distant foes. Yes, indeed. We have made it to the bonfire now, pretty much. So we can get this bonfire, and then we'll start our exploration fresh tomorrow. Yeah, so we have started our descent into madness. But what I love, and you can see it from here, so that's Blighttown. The deepest part of the world we've been so far. We will go deeper, but for now, the deepest part of the world we've been. And we are told so many times it's this horrendous underworld, and, you know, what does it says here? Swallowed by the Blighttown is a great pestilence. Like, they build it as this kind of place that they sealed off. They sealed it with a mighty door. It's down, 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 down in the brown, and yet you can see the sky. And I fucking love that detail, because I didn't know that detail for years. And I love it so much, the fact that that is a thing. It is so amazing. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you like what you've seen today, please do like and or subscribe. Let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think? Are you enjoying the playthrough so far? I am having a blast, as I said. And there's so much more to come. We are into Blighttown, which is where things start getting pretty more wild, a lot more wild, and a lot more interesting, and we have a lot more to find and see and do, and then we gotta climb our way back up, and then we got a whole other fucking kettle of fish to deal with then because of our choices that we've made. So stick with me, we're gonna have a great time, we're gonna learn a lot more about this game, and I'm gonna show you some more tips and tricks and little bits and bobs. But for now, I'm gonna see you all next time. My name has been Kavalech. You've been amazing, look after yourselves, and have a wonderful day. I get to play Dark Souls every day. I'm on cloud 9. You wouldn't even believe how happy I am. See you all very soon. Bye.